This is an American woman who, 22 years old, her name's Tia, and she was pregnant, and in Istanbul when she was in this hotel, she realised she was giving birth and obviously didn't have time to get to a hospital, so she YouTubed how to deliver your own baby, and she joins us now. Hey, Tia.
Hi.
Talk us through, you're at the airport in Istanbul. It was a stopover you were staying at a hotel. Talk us through what happened.
So it was about a 14-hour flight from Atlanta, where I took off from, to Istanbul. And I'm a vegetarian, so most of the meals that they had all contained meat. So I ate the salmon, and then not too long after I ate it, I started having cramps. And I'm like, oh, gosh, I really feel sick. I'm about to pass out. I'm, holding on to the guardrail, you better not pass out in this airport in this foreign country. You better get it together and make it to your hotel.
Which you did. You made it to the hotel.
I did. I made it to the hotel, and at that point, I Googled it. I'm like, how do you tell if you're in labor or not? And the only way you'll know is if your water breaks. And I'm like, this wasn't helpful at all. I'm supposed to sit around and wait until my water breaks. So I was like, okay, I guess that's what I'm doing. But then not too long after that, I was like, nope, this is labor. There's no way you're convincing me otherwise. So I was like, okay, well, how do I figure this out? The same way I figure everything else out in life. Pull up the internet.
YouTube shit.
So they were just like, okay, get in a tub, have some warm water. Don't fill it up all the way. And there was these 3 different birthing positions that they were most people feel comfortable in. I'm trying them out. I'm like, all right, I think position number 2 works for me the best. We're going to get cozy in number 1 and number 2. And then I grabbed 2 towels, one for me to bite down on and one for me to wrap him up in once he comes out.
This is what you're learning off YouTube.
The YouTube and a WikiHow link.
Oh my God. So bizarre.
I had to do shoelaces for the clamps, and then I had a pocket knife on me, and that's what I used to actually cut the umbilical cord.
Oh, I gotcha. Wow.
Oh my God. And were you relatively calm throughout the whole thing? Because it sounds like you were.
I was level-headed through the whole thing. I feel like it was just my adrenaline running, and I guess just instincts that kick in.
Who are you? What do you do for a living? Are you?
Yeah, we need to know what kind of what do you do?
So I'm in the Air Force back here in the States, and so I guess that helps.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, so being calm under pressure.
Oh my God, my toilet was leaking the other day, and I actually cried.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? You're a different.
Were you screaming during this? Women make a lot of, primal noises when they're giving birth. Did people in the hotel not notice?
So that's why I grabbed the towel to bite down on, because I didn't want my neighbors to think I was crazy and murdering people in the room beside me. And so
she's still worried about not getting a noise complaint from the hotel room.
Did you put on the "Do Not Disturb" sign on your door?
Do you? No, you know what? That would have been a great idea. I totally did think about that, because that would have been awkward for someone to walk in on ma'am, do you need towels? Oh my God, she's in labor. So I cleaned it up, and then exhaustion started to set in, because it's 9 at night at this point, and I've been flying all day. And so I was like, well, you know what? I'm just going to go to sleep. I'm just going to take a nap.
And there you are, just having a nap with your baby. And the baby was fine.
Yes.
Wow.
That's remarkable. And how's he doing now? I think I may have heard him in the background just before.
Yes, you can kind of hear him. He's doing amazing. He went to the doctor while he was there, and since he's been back, and he's completely healthy. He was tested for everything, to make sure that everything went fine during labor, and he was good to go for flight. He's just a happy little baby.
And what's his name? Shoelace, or what's the...
His name's Xavier, and his middle name is Ata. I gave him a Turkish middle name so that he can have a part of the country in his namesake.
Wow, that is quite the story, man.
Story.
It sounds like we all rely a bit too much on hospitals and doctors.
We need to take a leaf out of Tia's book. Yeah, just
It sounds like I rely a little too much on the internet.
Yeah.